with the Abrasive Wheels. And you guys have been going since the 70s, but off and on. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Why did you guys break up, what, in the 90s, was it?
Around about 86-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what happened then?
Just the same, we're not very big and no money, and people sort of like maybe pursued making some money and getting jobs. We come out of 80s and the recession, and there were jobs for people. Mm-hmm. So I was one of those.
So you started working rather than playing, and
yeah. I mean, early 80s there were nothing for nobody. So I mean that a lot of punk bands were born out of that.
Exactly, it was the downturn, and in England it was particularly difficult in the 70s. And
well, the late 70s and early 80s, there were just no jobs for anybody.
Yeah.
Like one of our lessons in school in the last year were the teachers how to actually go and claim dole money. Teachers how to sign on.
Wow, that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Maggie time, wasn't it?
Yeah, Margaret Thatcher.
Maggie Thatcher.
Yeah.
Becky Slag.
Bitch, slag. Fucking hope she fucking rots in hell.
A lot of people compare Theresa May to Thatcher. What do you think of that?
Bitch, slag up, she rots in hell. Any more questions?
I don't know. I think I wouldn't say that. I'd say Thatcher was just pretty single-minded. She had a vision, and that were she took us down that road, and she made a lot of enemies and a lot of people.
It was the North and South divide. I mean, it's always been there. I mean, the North it's industrial, or has been for generations, whereas the South hasn't been.
Exactly.
And when Maggie started fucking doing what she did with miners, I mean, that were people's livelihoods.
Well,
fucking
communities,
they've never people committing suicide in the fucking droves.
They've never recovered these mining communities.
Yeah. No, a lot of them are still, nobody works there because they have nowhere to work.
Villages are desolate.
Yeah.
Especially in Wales, I think, in particular.
North around Wakefield and places like that. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. Even up to North East in County Durham and all around that area.
Durham suffered quite a bit.
Big time. Yorkshire and Durham suffered a lot.
But Conservatives don't like people working, do they? They'll farm it out to the cheapest bidder abroad, won't they? Or anything. They're not bothered about.
Capitalist cunts.
Yeah, they're not bothered about communities and people, are they?
No. Now they're concerned about what comes into the coffers for them.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of fucking blue lights. Oh, fuck off.
We have the police here, flashing their lights at us. We're just in the police disco.
What's that?
We're in the police disco now. They've left us.
There's some sort of rave going on.
Yeah, we've got the rave behind us, and the road closed, and they're ignoring the punks, which 30, 40 years ago, they wouldn't have ignored us.
No, they'd be rounding us up and putting us in vans and taking us away.
Yeah.
Like fucking sheep. Fucking in you go. Fuck off.
So when you reformed, what, about 10 years ago, was it? A little longer?
2013, I think it was.
2002.
Oh.
2.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was early 2000s.
10 years ago, fucking hell.
We fucking slept.
2000.
And how do you find the scene has changed since then? Because it's been a long time since punk evolved.
Yeah, you get asked that question a bit. Like, you can never go backwards. You always got to go forwards. And I mean, obviously, people are a lot older. But I think the scene back in the 80s were more intense.
Definitely.
It felt really, real, breathing it, living it every single day. You were in it, amongst it, and it were happening.
It wasn't segregated then, though, was it? It wasn't segregated. It's like you get punks, you get skinheads, you get rockers going to all the same show.
Yeah, but the whole scene,
now it's segregated. It's splintered off into different genres of punk and.
Yeah, punk gets sliced into so many little tiny bits.
It's a sad shame, really.
I agree, because punk to me is punk. Whether it's ska punk, whether it's hardcore punk, whether it's 77 punk, it's all punk.
Yeah, but that's what people, papers and mags and all that, they always want to pigeonhole bands into a category, don't they?
Yeah.
And then they make it smaller and smaller and smaller, and you end up with loads of little
the little subgenres that are.
Yeah, when it's all fucking punking at the end of the day, isn't it? You know
Exactly,
what I mean?
exactly.
That's all I ever wanted to be.
Yeah.
Punk rock band. We were called a hardcore band back in the day, but you know what?
Well, you were fast, and back then, fast was like, ooh, scary.
Hardcore. Yeah, you know, we were a punk rock band. We were influenced by the '70s bands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
And
we wanted to be like them. You know, just be in that mould and be thought of as like that. But like, you know, all the bands and all the music now, it's all speed punk, death punk, you know, rockabilly punk, ska punk, and they put it all in little genres, and it just divides it, I think. But you know, back in the day, it were intense. It were real. It was just happening, and you lived and breathed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's it. Punk was a lifestyle, and it's not, for many people, it's not that anymore.
No, maybe not, but still a lot of people, that's their life, innit? But a lot of people like dip in and come out and see bands. You know, a lot of my mates will go and see punk bands, and then they'll go and see you know, big acts that come into Leeds, or even go to London to see them. You know.
Yeah.